We are live. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome to the 7th live stream on the Mercurous channel. Welcome. I've been looking forward to this stream. It's been a couple of days, all right? With the last live stream, I actually broke it up into smaller segments. And, miraculously, some of them bitches have been taken off, all right? Earning a lot of views. So thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all right? What's good, my boy? Contingency in the building. We already got the chat loading up. This is what I like to see, man. Not even a minute in, we got people logged in. This is what I like, man. I'm gonna let everyone, you already know the deal. Give everybody the chance to populate. Okay. How y'all doing on this beautiful day? How you doing, Contingency? My bro. Yes, sir. It's a wonderful day, man. I got hella topics, man, literally stemming from all over the place. So many, at least 15 stories on the storyboard for today. I'm looking forward to going over some. I got some hilarious ones, and I even got a video clip. I know I told y'all I was going to steer clear from those, but I got a funny one. I seen it. This shit made me laugh, all right? It made me laugh. Yo, let's go, all right? Let's not waste too much time. You know, if y'all are here, you here. If they haven't hit that notification bell, they just gonna have to see it. You know, maybe you're in church. Maybe you're praising the dear Lord. I don't know. But we live right now. And everybody could watch it on their own time later. You already know how it go over here on the Merc channel. To all my peeps out there. All right. So, let's just go ahead and jump into the first topic at hand today, all right? Oh, see, this one, just to start it off, made me feel a way, all right? Georgia parents arrested after their starving 10-year-old runs away to beg for food at a grocery store. There's a slight delay, but it sounds good. All right, thank you. I appreciate you. Hold on. Let me go ahead while we're here, I'm going to throw this thing on 0. Let's see if this does anything to the quality. I appreciate you, bro. Hey, man, if y'all see anything, you hear anything out there while you're viewing this live, you see something, and throw it in the chat, okay? Let me know. Hey, Ant, you're lagging. Yo, Ant, your head's hella shiny. Wipe it off. Whatever you got to do, man. Just let me know, because I can't always see what's going on. I mean, I see what's going on, but I'm paying attention to the stories. I got a lot going on. Let me know if that sounds any better. This takes time. This definitely takes time trying to figure out all the bugs that are, in this shit. It's so much. Like, you would think you could just buy a microphone, get your camera, create a YouTube account, and that's all you got to do. No. There is so much troubleshooting involved, and really you only learn as you go, right? In the last stream, I think that my audio was off a little bit to the point that I had to align it in my later posts. But, all I could do is continue to try. I got the chat working with me, trying to get this thing loaded right, and that's all we could do. Appreciate everybody out here logged in. We got 2 viewers, man. I love it. All right, thank you. Hopefully that sounds better. Hoping that sounds better. Now, this story right here, it did hit home for me. Being that I'm from Georgia, okay, I am a Georgia boy, all right, DSGB all the way. Georgia parents arrested after their starving 10-year-old son runs away to beg for food at a grocery store. Damn, this shit right here made me feel a way, okay? Not too long ago, I had a 10-year-old son. My son is damn near 10 years old. I couldn't imagine having him feel like he needs to beg for anything in this world, let alone food, right? That is something that should just come in and it should be there all the way. Oh, Big 10-4 chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sure it sounds better. Yeah, one thing your kids shouldn't ever have to go without is clothes and food. That's a given, right? And let's take a look at these people, right? I mean, we got 2 white folks. I'm taking a look at the house right here. It looks immensely huge, right? At least 5, 6 bedroom, 3 bath. I'm sorry. And they're over here starving their son. I got some more information on this. Let's read a little bit about it. I came prepared. All right, I came prepared. All right. So, two parents from Georgia have been charged with the attempted murder and child abuse after their starving 10-year-old son was found wandering through their neighborhood looking for a grocery store where he could beg for food. Damn. Yo, did you hear that? Attempted murder. Like, you not feeding your child is something that you have to do no matter what. And if you don't do it, that is obviously child abuse, but I didn't realize that that would be considered attempted murder. Let's continue reading, shall we? Police in Griffin arrested Tyler Schindley, 46, and his wife, Krista, 47, after neighbors in the upscale enclave found them emaciated. I never heard that word. I like it. They found the emaciated boy roaming through the streets on Friday. The child begged police officers to please do not make him go home. That is wild. Man, let's pull these people right back up. I want to look at their faces one more time. Can you believe this? They look like normal people. I was just talking to a friend of mine the other day on how there are so many beautiful houses out there. There's so many different type of people in the world. And you drive by these homes, you drive by all these people, and you really don't know what is going inside of someone's house or in their mind, all right? You could see someone like these two people. They look like stand-up citizens. They look like they're involved in the community. On Halloween, they probably decorate the house really nice. They got a lot of candy. And to hear that and to see that this is the type of shit that these people want to be doing is incredibly insane, right? It could be a house that you drive by every day and you don't know what terrors and what tortures are going on. This boy had to roam his neighborhood to find and beg for food, as if he does not have access to it at home, right? I'm 100% sure these two parents are not going without food, you know? Yeah, bro, damn near death. That is insane. He's probably skinny. He looking like Tom Hanks on Castaway. His ribs are probably countable. Yo, it makes me so upset. They're probably very prevalent people out there, right? I mean, most white people are. They got good jobs. With a house like that, with a lawn like that, I know the economy in Georgia isn't the same here in Florida. Like, you could get a nice big house like that, but it still costs to be the boss, okay? You got to have common sense. If you got enough know-how to buy a house like that, pay your mortgage. Look, they are celebrating their anniversary with a wonderful little piece of cake at a restaurant. If they have all this knowledge as human beings, they have enough common sense to feed their child and should be dealt with accordingly, knowing they did not feed their child and he had to go beg. Like, is he homeschooled? Do people not see him regularly? Is my question as well. Is he hidden off from the world like Drake did his son? It's insane to me. I feel really bad for the kid. No kid should ever have to go through something like that. No kid should ever have to feel like they need to go beg or, you know, I'm happy that he had enough common sense, more than his parents, to go and look for food and break free. A lot of people would just stay in that situation and not really know how to get out of it, which is so sad. That's so sad. That is so sad when you think about that. You know, what a poor kid, man. A wealthy family doing this type of shit to one of their own. That's just terrible, man. What do you guys think? Should these people rot in hell or in a cell? I say both, Captain. And you know what really pisses me off is to see how normal they look in that photo. They could be parents that, you know, my son hangs out with. Sorry, they could be parents to kids that my son hangs out with, you know? You just have no clue what's going on in someone's family. You always got to keep an eye out. Unfortunately, you always got to like make sure you're looking out for even other people's kids. If you're a real parent, you're looking out for your kids and other people's kids. So shout out to the community that stepped up and said something about this and reported it to the proper authorities. These people definitely need to pay the price for this. What do you guys think? Should they be paying the price? They should have just gave that boy some rice. Straight like that. I really don't understand. Oh, so this topic right here, man. Moving on. Moving on. All right. Wow. Yo, look at the viewers right now. We lit. Shout out to the viewers. Okay. I found this topic to be extremely interesting. Okay. I wonder what you guys are gonna think. So, boom. New York City sinking cannot be stopped, and Manhattan could be underwater in 80 years. So one scientist suggests turning it into a modern Venice. Do you guys know about Venice, where they ride around in the gondolas? Maybe I'm Puerto Rican and I want to say gondolas, but yeah, they ride around in the gondolas. And the city is submerged. I got some facts about this. Now, look, there's actually a photo right here of an actual gondola right here in Venice, right? That looks so beautiful. Do I want to see that in Manhattan? Probably not. But let's look at this photo and just kind of take a look. I mean, it is surrounded completely by water. Look how many buildings are there, weighing it down, essentially. I got some facts. We're going to read it. We're going to take a little read on this. Lower Manhattan will be underwater in less than 80 years. Climate experts fear. I love that they could put a number on it, like 80 years. Okay, cool. I won't be around. A new report from a U.S. Geological Survey member warns that New York City is sinking under the massive weight of its own buildings. Incredible, right? Think about how high these buildings are going, how much weight one building alone could hold on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Let alone multiple. New York, they go up. They don't build out. They don't have the space. Manhattan, in particular, will be more prone to natural disasters because of it. Those two factors, combined with rising sea levels, could leave the Big Apple's coastal areas unrecognizable by the turn of the century, according to geophysicist Klaus Jacob A. Hold on. Let's go ahead and move this up. A professor emeritus at Columbia University's Lamont Doherty Earth Observatory. There could be as much as 6 feet of sea level rise, give or take, by the end of the century. Then we will have a real problem on our hands in the city. Damn. That's insane. What do you guys think about this? I mean, New York is not known for its water levels to be extremely high, but I do recall there being a couple hurricanes and things like that, or tornadoes, I'm sorry, in New York City a couple years ago, and there was a lot of flooded areas. Okay, even if you have a really big storm that comes from the south, the east coast of the south, that more or less moves up north, most times the hurricanes and shit like that form down here in the Gulf, and they take their way along the East Coast. And a lot of times these cities pay a lot of the price of the weather. They get a lot of the rain, they get a lot of the storming. They may not get those intense hurricanes like we do, but they also pay the price. So thinking about it, I feel it's extremely unsafe. What the fuck are they going to do if the whole city is flooded, especially this little area right here, downtown Manhattan? And I've been to New York. People are pretty erratic as it is, let alone there being flooded waters. I wonder what they're going to be doing to combat this. Oh, my boy said that they could replace taxis. That would be really dope, but I guess you'd have to really, if that was the case, if New York becomes extremely flooded, they're going to have to prepare in a way that they change all the ground level things to prepare for that actual flooding to occur. All right. Now, I'm sure by then they'll probably have something else figured out. They'll probably siphon water. They'll probably layer things out. They'll probably start building or maybe cementing more land surrounding it. Maybe ending the entire little, whatever it's called, George Washington Bridge, I don't know, the Hudson River, I believe. Maybe ending it all together and replacing it with concrete. I don't have no idea, but I thought that this was insane. This isn't something you hear all the time. New York City flooding, what do you guys think? Is this something you think you'll see in your lifetime? Are we gonna be able to go up to the Big Apple and take a dive like in the gondolas and shit in Venice? The day after tomorrow, damn, bro, you absolutely right. It did show this same type of shit in the city. That's wild. I mean, they're really just right there sticking out of the whole water like a damn Riri. So what did you expect, man? You build up, that weight isn't going anywhere at all. All right, okay. So I'm gonna play this one. Nah, I'm gonna hold off. I got one more. I thought this was hella cool. Okay, a driver in Colorado tried to avoid a DUI arrest by swapping seats with his dog after being pulled over. Yo, I know that this isn't the exact photo of what happened, but essentially, I read about it. It said that this person was pulled over in Colorado, and before the cop could pull him over, he visibly saw the driver swap seats with the dog, and as he approached the window, he absolutely made it seem like the dog was driving. He had no clue. He was oblivious. He did not know that the dog couldn't be driving, essentially. And yeah, the guy got arrested. He really didn't get away with it, but what the fuck? I would, as a cop, let him slide. I would fucking let him slide. Like, damn, you took the time, you thought about this shit to creatively swap your seat with the dog. Like, I might give you some points and be like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna fucking give you this citation and make your ass walk home with your dog. How often does this happen in the world? I don't think very often. This isn't a smart thing to do. You know, you essentially, the dog cannot just go and drive its own way out of the parking lot, man. But this guy was drunk. He was high. He was intoxicated. Colorado, I believe marijuana is legal recreationally. It could be very much so he's off the edibles, you know. Oh my God, what a good point. The chat said, what if it was a Tesla or a self-driving car? I mean, that's a great fucking point. You know, I mean, Tesla's definitely changed the game. What if I wanted to put a baby in the front seat and the car is self-driving? I wouldn't do it myself, but has there been any laws or any rules made with who can sit in the driver's seat of these self-driving cars? Like, what are the rules here? Does anybody know? I'm pretty sure that you cannot sit behind the driver's seat if you do not have a driver's license. But in a Tesla, let's say, I took a nap, the dog just moved over. The dog wanted to make sure that we got to our destination, officer. He was on watch, okay? He was trying to make sure that we got there safely, all right? He was going to bark when we needed to turn left. But this shit is incredible. I'm pretty sure the car wasn't self-driving, but I like that thought, right? What if that was a twist in it, that the car was a Tesla and it was self-driving? What do you guys think? Do you see a fucking dog driving a car often? Hell nah. But not gonna lie, if I had a Tesla, I would let my dog sit in the driver's seat for a couple of seconds just to see how this shit went, you know, see what he thought. But I've never been in a Tesla, so I don't know, or on an auto driving car, I don't know what the wheel feels like, right? Can you turn it yourself? Can you make it move the way you want it to? Or is it like sturdy and you can't do it unless you press like auto engage or some shit, man? What do you guys think? This guy's a fucking weirdo, but I definitely give him, I definitely give him props for trying. Oh, okay, so he was in an old Ford, so definitely no self-driving. He was probably high out his mind, off the edibles, probably eating RSU off of a damn stick, and ended up thinking that this was going to work, okay? I've always had a joke, or I've seen a joke, where someone is driving drunk, and before the cop can come, they just jump in the passenger seat and say some shit like, oh, the driver ran off. I don't know where he went. I wasn't driving. But nowadays, with technology, body cam, dash cam, you know, cameras everywhere, they're going to confirm whether or not you were driving or not. And if you want to play this game with the law, they're going to play it just along with you, man. I can't believe somebody would really swap seats with a damn German Shepherd. Oh, all right. All right, so I got this story right here, okay? I got this story right here. Work with me. This is my first video, okay? This is not something I've done, but it should just start playing right away. It should just start playing. It should just cut on immediately. Let's see. Oh, but how am I going to hear it? Oh, I didn't think this through. Chat. Here, I'll play it a little bit out my speakers so I can know enough to laugh with y'all. I don't think it'll affect it. Let's see. Let's check it out.
Happening now at 6, a big misunderstanding at Happening now at 6, a big misunderstanding at a Home Depot in Happening now at 6, a big misunderstanding at a Home Depot in California after shoppers called the police on a man who they say entered the bathroom and warned them.
Damn. Why is it doing this shit? I want to hear it. Wait. I'm trying. Okay, so it was playing on my end, but I can't hear it anymore. Essentially, the police got called, okay? The police were called because somebody ran into the Home Depot. They were shopping at Home Depot. They ran in the bathroom, and they're like, I'm about to blow this bitch up. Everybody better get the fuck out of the bathroom. I'm about to blow this bitch up. And Buddy was taking a shit. I'm assuming somebody heard, and they're like, oh, my God, there's a bomb in the store. And this guy got to drop a deuce, man. And that's so hilarious to me because that is proper terminology. You know, like, I'm about to blow up the bathroom, you know. I'm about to go to the office. I got to blow it up. Like, even though that sounds hella suspicious and ISIS-like, if someone runs in the bathroom and they're screaming, I'm about to blow this bitch up, the first thing in my mind is not terroristic threat. It is, I need to get the fuck out of the bathroom. It reminds me of like White Chicks when he runs in the bathroom and he's like, poof, move, bitch. He's going to blow this shit up. I thought it was hella hilarious. I thought that the video was going to work a little better for us to watch it. Maybe you guys heard it better than I did, but yeah, essentially the guy goes into the store and he screams out that he's got to blow this bitch up, and he had to drop a deuce. Man, what do you guys think? Is this shit a little overboard? It forces an evacuation. Damn. Like, could you imagine you shopping and you scared as fuck? Like, I get the precautions, right? We live in a crazy world right now. America is doing all types of crazy shit, right? We don't know what's going to happen when you go in the store. You always got to be ready. So I guess if somebody was screaming out that they're going to blow this shit up, you know, everybody got to get the fuck out. You don't want to be around. I'm about to drop this bomb. I mean, like, yeah, I would take it as a terroristic threat. You know, you can't really play around, but it's very much understandable, right? This nigga had to take a shit. Let's see if we could try to watch it one more time. Let's see if it'll play. I thought I had it on a loop. This bitch should be on a loop. Oh, this shit hella funny, man. I'll work on it, man. I'll work on the video content, but damn, that shit's so crazy, bro. Buddy said you got to drop the bomb. All right, on to the next story, man. On to the next story. This shit crazy. Y'all know who Jonah Hill is, right? Think about Jonah Hill for a second. If you have an idea what Jonah Hill looked like, if you ask me, it'd be my chubby head homie from, what's the movie? Superbad, with the curly hair, right? He was hella chubby. I've seen him in a lot of movies. He's actually progressively lost weight over the years. I think in the last movie I saw him with, it was with Laura London on Netflix. And I remember seeing that movie thinking, wow, Jonah Hill is hella skinny. And he lost a lot of weight. He looks healthy. I mean, he was a big guy. You really can't be that big your whole life like that. It's going to cause a lot of health problems. It's good to take your health seriously, right? Now, I want to show you guys this transformation of Jonah Hill. Like I said, think of what you imagine Jonah Hill to look like, and this is what he looked like right now. Holy. Yo, look at Buddy's knee bones. Gosh, he looked like he got scurvy. He looked like he got some sort of pirate disease. Maybe it's because his beard, maybe it's because his hair, but damn, he looks so crazy, right? I'm not tripping. This looks a little unhealthy. I know that it's good to lose weight. It's good to, you know, get your calorie count going, make sure that everything you're eating is healthy for your body. And maybe he is extremely healthy, but a lot of people don't know this. If you very quickly lose weight, if you drop pounds, okay, in the wrong fashion, whether you're doing drugs, whether you're just not eating purposely, it is not good for your body, okay? If you are not losing this weight in the proper ways, your body is going to not take it too well. Right now, if we're looking at Jonah Hill right here on the left, damn, buddy is huge. Like, that shirt looked like the sky. Like, that's a big boy. And on the right, he looking like, again, Tom Hanks on Castaway. You could probably count his ribs. They're countable. I feel really bad for him, but at the same time, I'm sure that dealing with your body being this skinny is a lot better than dealing with it at that weight, all right? If you got 400 pounds on your body extra, like, that shit really weighs on you, man. And your knees are buckle. Your damn ankles ain't built for that type of weight, okay? A lot of people really hurt themselves because their bodies aren't built for this shit, you know? It's called gluttony. You know, you shouldn't be this big. Speaking of being this big, I don't know if you guys saw this TikToker going super viral for being obese and complaining that the planes do not have wide enough rows for her. And, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. The internet is tearing her up. And I feel a little bad because not everybody is super fat because they want to be. All right? And she's huge. She is huge. Like, I can't even believe that they would allow her on the plane. I would want to get my shit rescheduled. You know? Don't you have to put your weight, and I haven't flown in a plane in a long time, but don't you have to put how much you weigh on your plane ticket? Like, that shit is too much. You might need to catch a bus, all right? I think there's probably a boat out there safe enough to carry your big ass. And she was basically complaining that the planes need to be a little more tailored and aware of this disability. And people are super pissed because being fat is not a disability. You choose what you eat, which is true, and you choose what you put in your body. If you want to be a fatty and you want to live that unhealthy lifestyle, that's your choice. Nobody really cares. But now you're trying to make it a part, or, you know, now you're trying to bring it up as if it's a super real problem and we need to cater to you alone for being extremely fat. I'm sorry, but if America does something about this, I'd be pretty pissed. Do they need jumbo planes? Yeah, maybe you need to spend a little more money and get on a jumbo plane, okay? Or, I have an idea. You can work out and lose some fucking weight, looking like my boy Jonah Hill over here, all right? Now, he don't need to get no accommodations on the plane. Maybe before, he couldn't even fit in the seat. He need a seat belt extender type shit, which a lot of fat people need. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but, hey, it is what it is. I was fat, okay? I weighed like 250 pounds. And maybe that's not fat to y'all, but, I mean, I'm only 5'10". That's pretty fat to me, okay? And I lost that shit, and I vowed never to lose it again. Losing weight is not easy, straight up. You know what? I'm lying. Losing weight is easy. Keeping it off is the hard part. It's easy to just lose the weight. You're motivated. You're going to the gym hella long. You work out. You lose all this fat. And 2-3 months later, you're looking and feeling how you want to look. And you out with your friends and everybody's eating, everybody's drinking. And you're like, I lost weight, I could eat. And then you slowly start to lose a grip of that discipline you had on yourself to lose that weight because you lost it. So you're like, oh, man, I weigh so-and-so pounds. I could eat a little bit. And that's how you always fuck it up. So in my opinion, it's hard to keep the weight off. Some people might beg to differ, but that's cool. We all have opinions, okay? Just like my opinion on old girl being extremely overweight, and we should not accommodate her. You know, we shouldn't accommodate her. Because at that point, what is something that's not a disability? Like, I don't know. You know, it's like, hey, hats need to have a silk lining in them because I'm bald. We need hats that have silk lining because I got a bald head. Nigga, you chose to have a bald head. I mean, it's not a disability. You're super overweight. You could do something about it. I'm willing to make changes on things that a person can't do anything about. Makes sense to me, okay? If you have a wheelchair, if you can't see, if you cannot hear, then it makes sense to me to accommodate those disabilities, all right? And even in the video, I should have put that fucking video on here. Even in the video, she's like squeezing her fat ass through some seats. She got a real fat ass though. Like I'm being honest. And I remember looking at the plane. There's monitors on all the plane. Maybe that's first class. I never even been on first class. But if she got the type of money to be on first class and squeezing through all these seats, I'm 100% sure that Shorty can get a jumbo size plane. What do you guys think, man? Jonah Hill looking all right. Looking a little scruff McGruffy here. But, yo, shout out to my boy for losing that weight. He probably got a lot of extra skin on him, like Fat Bastard at the end of Goldmember, right? My neck looks like a vagina. Yeah, you got that saggy-ass skin, brother. But shout out to you for losing that weight. I got hella saggy skin. My girl tell me all the time. She'd be, like, pulling my arms, and she's like, you got saggy skin. I'm like, thanks. Used to be a fat ass. But I changed that. You heard? Yo, shout out to Jonah Hill, though, man. I'm proud of him. And he was out surfing, too. That's the thing, which I like. He ain't just losing weight. I don't know. We ain't seeing photos of him in the gym. We're seeing photos of him out and about surfing. Shout out to my boy Jonah Hill, man. Get this boy a steak. Oh, I definitely want to talk to you guys about this topic, man. This shit right here. This shit right here. Hold on, I'm checking this shit. So, OnlyFans model discovers that stepdad is her #1 subscriber, leads to mother's divorce. Holy! Like my boy Academics would say, damn. Let's think about this. Let's break it down. I don't have much information other than this. I thought that the concept of it was enough to talk about. So we all know OnlyFans. It's a private app where people can post whatever they want, and their subscribers or their fans have to pay a certain price to get content that you cannot get on Instagram, TikTok, social media, right? And a lot of these women are doing things like shaking their ass, doing pornographic things, showing a little more skin than they would normally, all right? And they feel that it's okay because they're charging. They're charging people for this. Now, this girl right here finds out that her stepdad is her #1 subscriber. I'm not sure how she found this out. Maybe by them interacting through the app. Maybe him paying for certain things. Maybe, who knows? But to find out that your stepdad, who's probably raised you for a long time, who knows? It could be a new dad. It could be a old stepdad, been there since birth. There are a lot of things in this scenario that are very questionable, okay? If he's someone like a father figure, I can understand how this shit happened. In period, I could totally get how someone will be divorced over some bullshit like this. This shit is unacceptable. Yo, it is disgusting, and it just goes to show you again, you don't know what's going on in people's minds. You have no clue, what the fuck people are doing in the privacy of their homes. And now with social media, people are just literally allowed to pretend to be somebody else and do disgusting things like this, like violate unspoken rules, okay? You don't peep on your stepdaughter ever. It's fucking gross. Let alone you're watching this. This is disgusting. Point blank, period. I totally understand why a divorce is totally needed for this shit, okay? It sucks because it is the daughter's fault a little bit for doing OnlyFans, but that's her personal priorities. That's her choice. She could do whatever she wants to do. So I really don't blame her, but she has to take a little bit of responsibility, all right? Is she out here wearing booty-ass shorts all the time? Is she provocative? Probably not. She's probably at home being a regular daughter. That's what OnlyFans is about. It's some on the low shit. People don't really get to see that side unless you pay for it. But to find out that your stepdad is your #1 subscriber is totally sick. It's totally sick. So shout out to the mom for actually going through and having a divorce, right? Leaving him. I know so many situations. You see it on Maury. You see it on Jerry Springer and all these other shows where the mom will stay with the step parent even though they've been abusing their child. It makes me super happy to see that someone stood up and left that behind and put an end to it, right? Obviously, you know, if they share a sibling or something, if the stepdad has a kid with the mom, it's going to be a little awkward for the rest of their lives. But what do you guys think? Should the stepdad have to do some sort of time for this as well? Probably not. Adultery? I don't know. I feel like divorce is the only way. Take half his shit, right? Because it's OnlyFans, right? Is the dad at fault? He's at fault for being a fucking sicko, 100%. But I could pay for OnlyFans. I could pay for anything I want, right? I'm an American. This is my right. I could do and pay for whatever I want to do and pay for. But now you're crossing lines, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you had OnlyFans, who gives a fuck? But you have OnlyFans to watch your stepdaughter, which is disgusting, man. Lock this guy up. Lock him up. Queen Elizabeth II's funeral cost around $200 million. Did I say 200 and million? Queen Elizabeth II funeral cost around $200 million total. This old hag, rest in peace. Look at how she's being carried right now. I've never seen a casket like that. That must be their flag for London. But I got some more information on this. Can you believe that? $200 million? That's fucking insane. Britain's government shelled out an estimated $200 million for Queen Elizabeth II's lying in state at funeral in September. The Treasury just revealed this Thursday. The government's priorities were that these events ran smoothly and with the appropriate level of dignity, while at all times ensuring the safety and security of the public, John Glenn, Chief Secretary of the Treasury, said. Prior reports estimated the security alone cost $7.5 million. Damn. Yo, let's break this shit down, okay? So not only was it $200 million, and not only did it was almost $8 million worth of security. I'm pretty sure that the whole country of England could have used that money for something so much better. I get it. You're the queen. You need a proper burial. But $200 million, this is what I'm assuming is the issue with that community or that culture out there with the queen. I'm in America, so I really don't know the ups and downs in this and what goes on in terms of politics over there. But when she died, there were a lot of jokes, and I didn't really understand why it was celebrated by a lot of the Englishmen, I guess. I don't fucking know. And over my lifespan, I've learned that even though England portrays to be this high-level society, they really look down on anyone that is not English. Whether you're African, whether you're Chinese, whether or not you are a Hispanic, they don't fucking like that. That's what I've learned over the years. Look at Prince Harry. Harry Peter? Look at Prince Harry and his black wife. They totally alienated them. He couldn't have a black wife. So to see that this is what they do with their money makes sense why their people don't like them. All right, enough of the fucking English accent, because if I don't stop, I'll keep going with the shit. I will keep going with the shit. But I could totally see why their people would be upset. You're spending all these millions of dollars on this lady's fucking funeral when we've got buildings that need to be fixed, schools that need to be invested in, police funds that need to be funded. The list could go on. And you're paying almost damn, that's $200 million. I was gonna say $250 million, but that's not there. That's not there. But is it $250 million, $200 million? Damn, like the numbers are so big, it's hard for me to really wrap my mind around it. $200 million. What do you guys think? Is this a good price tag to bury somebody? Was she buried with all her gold? Like, why the fuck couldn't we just use regular funds to bury this old lady, man? I can see why the culture over there don't really appreciate the queen. They ain't have a lot of respect, for the queen. Nah, the queen is for herself, okay? They want to look out for themselves. They want to go out at the highest hurrah. Like, come on, man. That money, it didn't have to be that expensive. What do you guys think? Because she could have got buried for $1 million. $1 million, I'm understanding. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she a queen. We got to take care of the queens, you know what I'm saying? I love my queen, so if I had to, take care of my queen, I would. But they over here burying this bitch for $200 million while people starve. Unbelievable, man. I can see why people don't like the queen. I could totally understand it, man. I hope y'all like that English accent. A lot of my family tells me that I do good with these accents, but I think I'm all right. All right, next story. As we proceed to give you what you need, this was something totally sad. I'm going to bring down the mood a little bit. It's a good thing, but it's also very sad. Man takes his terminally ill dog to see the sea one last time. Oh, my God. This broke my heart. This broke my heart, mate. Not only did he bring his dog to the sea, he brought his favorite blankets on a pillow. I'm going to share a little story with you guys. That's why, I actually connected to this story. I had a toy poodle my whole life. His name was Junie. Greatest dog I ever had. Super smart. Very loyal. Almost lost his life damn near 2-3 times throughout his lifespan, okay? He lost all his teeth. He had to eat soft food towards the end. And he was going out pretty sad. And once you start giving a dog soft foods out of a can, it's a lot of grease and oil in that shit. So yeah, I try to scoop out as much as we could when we're feeding the dog, but essentially he got really old. And I wanted to take him to have a good couple of, last moments. And I did something so similar to this. I was looking right here. Matter of fact, this is a photo of me taking old June Boone to the beach, man. One last time. One last hurrah. And he had such an amazing time. He was smelling things that he, doesn't normally get to smell. And my family didn't really take him out that much. He was tiny. He wasn't like an outside dog, right? He ain't running in the yard. He's very old at that point as well. So I took him to the beach. He had such an amazing time. We walked on the sand, took him to the pier, and I didn't know he was going to die, to be honest with you. He was just old, and he was already just, up in that age, and I was just like, I want to have as much fun with him as I possibly can. And, it made my heart feel good when he did pass away, maybe a couple days after that. It really wasn't that far of a time. My family was all on vacation, and I was watching them, and I had to take him to the vet and put him to sleep. That was one of the hardest things I ever had to do. It was so terrible, man. So shout out to this person who took it upon themselves to, make those last moments memorable. I heard someone say, if you were 80 years old and you could go back to this day, how would you act? Would you appreciate the things in your life a little more? And I absolutely would. So shout out to this guy for, making his last moments with his dog super fucking magical, man. A dog, I think, in a week is a day, right? Like their fucking time, right? Like dog years is incredible, right? It's like multiplied by 7. But I think every week is a month. Every day is a week. You want to spend as much good time with your animal as much as you can, man. But yeah, man, this shit really touched me. What do you guys think, man? Was this really nice of this person to do? Shout out to everybody as well that's had to put their dog down, man. The love of an animal is when you really love that animal, when you grow up with your pet, it's like family. Junie was like a brother to me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody would leave him or let him get on the bed, and I would let him sleep on my bed, man. And he was such a fat little sausage, letting his little legs up, man. But yeah, I thought this was super sweet, man. Shout out to all the pet owners out there. Hope you didn't shed a tear. I damn sure almost did. Okay. Something a little ironic, something a little awesome, okay? Girl missing for 6 years finally found after story appeared on Netflix's Unsolved Mysteries. How crazy is this? I always thought at the end of every missing person documentary or informative video, they always put, if you know anything, if you hear anything, please reach out to the 1-800 number. And I've always thought, like, how many people really utilize that, okay? And how ironic would it be for someone to be watching a show, see someone, and be like, oh, God, like, I know who that girl is. I think that's so-and-so. I think it's totally insane. It's damn near unbelievable. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children shared the news that Kayla Yunbehan, now 15, had been found safe in North Carolina on Tuesday morning. Kayla was 9 years old when she was abducted by her non-custodial mother, Heather Yunbehan, from South Elgin, Illinois, on July 5th, 2017, the organization alleged in a tweet. I'm overjoyed that Kayla is home safe, the father says in a statement sharing with the organization. He wants to thank everyone, and he also wanted to do some shit like, let them have their time to heal, you know. But this is a totally insane story. Can you believe that? It makes me very happy, and I'm sure that the people who made this documentary take a lot of pride in all of the research and all of the time spent trying to put these things together to really locate or to help somebody locate this little girl. I know when you walk into Walmart, you walk into any kind of store, you see so many missing kids, and it's such a sad thing. I believe Florida is one of the capitals of human child trafficking. Totally insane. If you log on to the Predator app and you see how many people live in your neighborhood that are registered pedophiles, you'd be astonished. You wouldn't want to let your kids at a very young age wander the streets or be alone for that matter. I don't even trust neighbors. A lot of people want to pick up my son and hang out with him and take him out like baseball affiliates from his team, and I'm just not with it. You don't know who people are, okay? And I know that I'm a good person, right? My family, I believe, are good people, but not everybody is. A lot of people have secret, nasty motives. But to see that and to know somebody called to report, and even if they were like, damn, this could be her, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to take the time to just call and let people actually figure this out. I salute that, okay, because a lot of people will just turn a cheek. But now when I watch these stories, honest to God, I'm going to actually be a little more open to it. Not that I'm not already, but when you're on Netflix and you're watching these series, you almost forget how based in reality they are. You're watching a show. You might not even realize that could be somebody that you know. It could really be somebody that you know, and they grew up a little bit. You know, take a little time. Everybody that's out here binge watching shit always got their nose in these, missing people shows and these murder shows. Let's watch for real, because you could save somebody's life. Shout out to Netflix, and shout out to the Unsolved Mystery series that came out and assisted in this girl being found. And like I read to you, it was her non-custodial mother. I don't know what that means. Was she adopted out? That's what that means, all right? She was probably adopted, and her birth mother came back and stole her. A lot of times, that's going to be what it is. It's going to be either someone you know, somebody that has access to your fucking inner workings of your home, somebody that you really trust. That's who's going to be who's abducting your damn kids. You know, even at birth, babies get stolen out of the little cribbies. It's insane. Keep an eye on your kids, guys. Know that this is a real thing, and people are out there targeting little children. If you're out in the store, if you're in a parking lot and you see some kid being thrown in a van or some shit, on God, I always be looking. One time I went to a Denny's, and behind the Denny's was a 18-wheeler with no, trailer on the back. And I saw a guy lift a little kid out of the damn 18-wheeler, and they were like hanging around, and me and my family stopped, and I was like looking, and I'm like, does that look okay to y'all? And they're like, oh yeah, they look like they know each other, look safe. And I'm like, damn, what do I do? It does look suspicious. Why the fuck are you parked all the way back here with a little boy? But what if it's a grandpa? You just never know. And maybe I missed something by not calling, because I didn't call. It did look like normal shit going on. But, man, do what you can out here in this world. And if you see something, report it. Straight up. All right, guys. Next story. I know, that was a little twisted. I went deep on that one. Fucking pedophiles. But it's real. It's real, guys. People are fucking sick. People are sick. Woo! Disgusting Kentucky middle school teacher suspended after allowing student to dress as a KKK grand wizard for extra credit. What the fuck is going on in these schools to make you think you could dress like a grand wizard? Number one, I didn't even know that's what you call, I guess, the top of the chain of the clan. A grand wizard? Sounds so dumb. Oh, God. In Kentucky as well, like, of course it would be a southern state like Kentucky. Man, like, I just see the optics of this photo of this kid on the bus, and it's so disturbing to me. Where the fuck did he get this Klan's hood and shit? Now I want to investigate his mother and father. A middle school teacher in southern Kentucky has been suspended while a controversial assignment is being investigated. It comes after a video came to light of a student dressed as a Ku Klux Klan costume on a school bus. Damn. The superintendent said that the video stemmed from an assignment with middle school students dressing up as historical figures. What the fuck? One student wanted to dress up like Nathan Bedford Forrest, a Confederate Army general and the first Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. Number one, why are we studying the KKK and their top members in the middle of history class? They already don't teach what happened to us in slavery, right? They already try to cut that shit out of the storybooks. But they're willing to let you come to school dressed as a grand wizard. This teacher has some sort of affiliation with the principal and, like they said, the superintendents and shit, to know whether or not he could allow a student to do that or not, right? Like, he know he got rules. He know who is his boss. And he said, yeah, you could come dressed as Bedford Forrest, the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. Are you stupid, boy? And then, like, Buddy just hops on the bus as if there aren't any African Americans on there, as if there aren't any Caucasians on there that are going to have a problem with this shit. Because not all white people are racist, okay? Let's just put that out there. Not all white people are with this KKK shit, okay? So who really knows who reported this? Did he even make it to school? Right? We don't have a lot of info. All we really know is that what I just read to you, this kid came on the bus dressed like a Ku Klux Klan member. Oh, man, super disgusting. America is funny to me, right? Like I said, they shadow a lot of the history, and they don't want us to know what really happened during Jim Crow laws, during slavery. And when you do find out what was going on, it is totally unethical. It is just inhumane. And they paint it like it was something that we all just got along with. Yeah, everyone was just, super happy to be a slave. I literally remember reading history books and the pictures of the slaves. They were happy. They were happy. And it made it seem like they all just got along and it was all, unison. And in all actuality, it was nothing close. How disrespectful for this teacher to do something like this. I honestly feel like it just shows their area, okay? Pulaski County does not represent the United States, but unfortunately, just like how they allow, I like this point. Unfortunately, when a black person does something, they want to talk about how he was arrested as a child. He has a criminal record, and they want to paint this narrative that every black person does this shit. And it's 100% not true. Everybody's got a fucking criminal record, right? And the way they paint these white folks is he was a troubled youth. His family never hugged him. They buy motherfuckers Burger King on the way to the lockup because they're hungry. We get shot. Where's the equality here? And the only thing that's gonna happen is this guy gets fired. Fuck that. Take away his whole capability of teaching in a school. Now, I do want to hear his point of view, though. I do want to play devil's advocate, not because I want to side with him, but because to understand something fully, you have to see it from each side. What if the teacher was a black guy? Y'all, I bring up some good-ass points. I swear to God. On GOD. What if he was a black guy? What if he was a black guy? What? I don't know if a fucking hair blew in my mouth when I was brushing it. I'm trying to get my waves right, man. Trying to get my waves right. Gross. So, yeah, it's unbelievable. Unacceptable. If he was a black teacher, it makes it a little more interesting that he would allow his student to do that. But he could have told him, don't you bring in the, nah, man, you just can't do that type of shit. You're being intolerant of other people's cultures and what other people have gone through in their lives by allowing your student to dress as a KKK member. Right, babe? Yeah. Right. It's just disrespectful. And if you can't have enough courtesy to respect other people's cultures in this time, and especially as a teacher, I don't know. You need to be reevaluated, and we might have to look at your degree and where you can and cannot work now. What do you guys think? Is this shit acceptable? Let me put this fucking picture back up because it's so annoyingly vile. Buddy got the hood and the eye holes cut and everything. His mom helped him with this shit. His dad helped him with this shit. Oh. Intolerable, y'all. What do y'all think? This shit ain't cool. All right. Let's talk about something a little more positive, okay? Grand Theft Auto 6 might be coming out as soon as next year. Woo! I know a lot of my PlayStation guys out there are super excited for this. Unfortunately, anytime I've ever played Grand Theft Auto, I never get to do the online shit because I don't have a group of people to help me run around and not get killed all the time. I was going to say murdered. I was going to say curtered. I do that a lot. Sometimes my brain, I want to say a word, but then my mouth says a different word. That's the same word, but I really wanted to say the other, and it would have meant the same. Why did I switch it up? I don't know. But Grand Theft Auto 6, I've heard so much about this, and I've seen a lot of clips floating around on TikTok of some gameplay that's leaked. And it looks so realistic. I'm so hoping that this game is going to be everything that people are expecting. I got some other news here. Don't worry. I'm not just going to tell you that it's coming out next year or this year. All right, check this out. Despite the huge amount of information on GTA 6 found in the leaks, we still don't have a great idea as to what we should expect from the next mainline GTA game. Could we be returning to a Vice City? Are there multiple protagonists? We will have to wait and see. I love this, okay? Like they said, even though there's been hella leaks and a lot of people have put out information about GTA, we still don't know too much about it. Are we going to have characters from the last game? Are all of the characters going to culminate in this one from Vice City, like CJ? Or are we going to see, what's the guy's name? Michael, right? From GTA 5. More than playing online, I enjoy playing the story mode. I'm sure a lot of people do. I love how intricate the plots are and the storylines are and how open the world is, okay? Not only is the world going to be open, but we're going to be able to interact with a lot more, like water. People are going to be able to fish. To my understanding, if you've played Red Dead Redemption, this game is going to do a little bit of what they were doing there in terms of the freeness, right, of the things that you could do. So while we wait for more official details from Rockstar, everything that we know about GTA 6 so far, we won't be linking to the leaks directly, but we'll be using them to inform our ideas as to where the new game could be headed as more info comes. So essentially, bro, we don't know shit. We don't know shit other than things from these leaks. I had another one. Where's the other? Boom. Grand Theft Auto 6 to overhaul water physics will include surfing and fishing. Like I said, they're going to be doing a lot more with the environment. You're going to be able to interact a lot with the things that are going on in nature. If there's rain, you're probably going to be slipping and running and your car will skid. Even though they already do shit like that, you know, they're going to have to incorporate a lot more new things to keep us invested in it, because people love GTA 5 as it is right now. I mean, they still come out with different packs and different things to add on to your online gameplay. Okay, people are role-playing. So whatever they're going to bring to the table has got to be exponential. The map for GTA 6 is about 3 times bigger than the GTA 5 map. So there's going to be a lot of shit you could do. There's going to be a lot of land you could roam. I see the game being not necessarily never-ending, but you're going to be able to do a whole lot of shit. And I'm excited for that. I never really... There's like a certain point where I play GTA that I get a little bit uninterested, right? I'm going to be honest. Maybe mid-story, maybe towards the end of the story, I get a little uninterested. Who else has this problem? Like, video games don't hit like they used to. So I'm hoping with the years that they've been taking developing this new video game, it's a lot more intriguing. I hope that it keeps a lot more eyes on it for longer, and we want to play it just as much as we did when GTA 3 came out, Vice City, you know, Liberty City. I love those games because they were the first of their kind. So they got to outdo everything they've ever done. Red Dead Redemption is an excellent game as well. They have to top that shit. So I'm super excited, man. Once they drop this shit, I'm going to be on that. I don't play Harry Potter and the last Quidditch, whatever the fuck, and the Jedi game. What new game just came out too? Oh, there's a new game that just came out, Zelda. And I hear people going crazy, but I'm going to keep it G with y'all. I never played Zelda. Don't judge me. I don't like Kingdom Hearts. I don't like those kind of games where you run around and you're like in a circle and you got to battle and ice hit, like Pokemon battling. Like, I don't like those type of games. And that's what Harry Potter seems like to me. It seems like you get to run around, but when you fight something, you got to look at your little wand list. And I'm not into those type of games, man. It's like Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not into that type of shit. What do you guys think? Is GTA 6 going to be something you're going to play nonstop? Or is it going to be something you play for a couple days and put to the side? What do you think? I don't know. I don't know what y'all like. All right. Oops. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 strong second weekend proves superhero fatigue was never the issue. A lot of you hopefully have seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I did a movie review on it. If you're watching this right now, I won't spoil too much on it. I'm just going to not give a fuck whether you watched it or not because it's been 2 weeks. So people were saying that there's like a Marvel curse going on, that the second week has such a drop-off from the first week's projections That is laughable. Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness, Thor, Love and Thunder, Ant-Man, Quantumania have all seen more than 47% drop-offs on the second week. Now, this movie, in my opinion, is better than all of those. So to see that they had a strong second week is a win for Marvel in my eyes. Okay? I love the storyline, and Rocket Raccoon's story is what saved the entire movie. Okay? If you love animals, if you have a heart, this movie is going to pull on those strings. I got some info. That's what I pulled up first by mistake. But let's read this shit. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 projections. Boom, bam, bing. The film came in at an estimated $62.6 million domestically for week 2 and $91.9 million globally. It also did very well in China. At $58.4 million. Wow, that's not bad. Adding these numbers to the opening week numbers brings the Guardians of the Galaxy at a total of $215.6 million domestically and $315 million globally, putting the film's total at over $530 million. Damn. The real win for Marvel and Disney is the low drop-off rate percentage. Only a few other Marvel films have seen such a drop-off. Nope. It's like when I want to click on something, it never wants to click on that bitch. Now it wants to click on the other one. Including Black Panther, which dropped 45% in its second week, and the first Thor film, which matched the sophomore week percentage at 47%. Like I said, these movies have like a 50% drop-off rate from the second week. Damn, some tongue twisters in this one. Week, drop-off. But this movie was absolutely amazing. If you have not seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3, it's definitely worth your money. I don't say that often because most times these movies suck. But it was a good one to watch. I didn't feel it was too long. Yeah, all right, it was a little long. But I'm happy to hear that Marvel's picking back up. We got so much going on in the MCU. I hear so much news about Secret Invasion and Nick Fury and what he's got going on. If you don't know, he's been gone for all this time. So we're going to have a lot of things explained to us in the next couple of Marvel movies. And we'll also see if Jonathan Majors is going to be in them shits because they've been really saying that he's out of here. Really, they have. What do you guys think? Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3? It's a pretty good movie. Drake reportedly sleeps on a $395,000 mattress made out of horsehair and stingray skin. What the fuck is that? Horsehair and stingray skin? That's some rich nigga shit. Like, I never even heard of stingray skin being on anything. Speaking from personal experience, I've had a stingray on my back, literally, from a cruise. Like, its little mouth was, like, right behind me, like, very strange. I didn't like the photos at the end. They were a little weird. But I don't necessarily know that they're soft enough to sleep on. What the fuck? Oh, God. Let's read a little bit about it. Drake's affinity for luxury was on a full display in the most recent Digest story. The OVO rapper gave fans an inside look at his 50,000 square foot mansion in his hometown of Toronto. Damn, 50,000 square feet? That's like a warehouse. Showing off lavish amenities and features such as the 20,000 piece Swarovski crystal chandelier, and a full recording studio, an NBA regulation-sized indoor court, and an indoor swimming pool, and an awards room. But one of the most notable pieces in Drake's not-so-humble abode was his nearly $400,000 custom bed. Damn, this nigga sleeps on a bed that's worth $500,000. What? What a strange mattress. Okay. The bedroom is where I come to decompress from the world. And at the end of the night, where I want to open my eyes and seize the day, Drake told AD. The bed lets you float. Damn. I ain't never heard of nothing like this. I ain't never seen nothing like this. Just looking at the picture, it looks like a very comfortable mattress. The thing with mattresses is like they get dented. You got to flip them. You got to rotate them. You got to make sure that they last. You can't just lay on the mattress. I don't know if y'all know that. Flip your fucking mattress tonight. If you never flipped your mattress, and I don't mean flip it like this, I mean rotate it, because you're going to put an indentation on your mattress and you're going to be always rolling in that same spot. But, yo, horsehair and stingray skin. This nigga too rich. He on some light skin shit. Bruh, get yourself a Serta. And I like in the article how they say not so humble abode. I just met someone the other day that was like, they just started at my job and they're telling me that they're a millionaire. Oh man, I'm a millionaire and I just made $1 million. Then why the fuck you working with me, Playboy? You made $1 million and you working with me? I don't believe it, sir. I think that you need to go back to the drawing board and look at your life, because ain't no way you making millions. But yeah, like if you humble, you humble. And Drake obviously isn't a humble guy, all right? He's letting all this information out. He wants it to be known. I ain't spending more than $1,500 on a good mattress, okay? Let alone $500,000. And if you read that, the bed frame too has got to be incredible. Like, and his bed's got to be large as fuck. It ain't just a king size. It probably ain't a California king size. It is more than not like a triple king bed, like something 17 people can lay in. He can have a whole damn orgy in there, and everyone is accommodated nicely, man. Yo, Drake. Fucking yo, you need to slow down. Look at the top of his house. It looks like a hospital. It looked like the White House, okay? My boy got the White House of Toronto. Shout out to my boy Drizzy, the sixth god, okay? My boy sleeping on a black mattress and shit like he ain't got no dreams. My boy got a black heart, man. But what did you guys think of this review, of this live stream, okay? It's pretty long. I think we went over 45 minutes. Damn, we almost had an hour and a half. I don't really have any other topics, man. I know I ran through a lot. Try to keep it going as smoothly as possible, man. The channel has been growing. I'm so happy for everybody. I've had a couple people tell me that the notification bell has helped them tremendously. But I also have people that love the clips. Shout out to the clips. Okay, if you want to watch these topics in a more broken down fashion, go ahead to the clips area. Okay, I have so many videos. Every topic that I talk about, I'm going to post it so that you can catch that 3 to 4 minute clip where I talk about it. All right, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's not a review. I'm so used to saying review from the last channel, but I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Shout out to the chat. Okay, it was totally lit today. All right, my boy Contingency, the only one, but he was in this bitch the whole time, man. Thank you for tuning in. I will see y'all next time for the 8th live stream.